Yeah, have some shame, please. A lot of people don't. My name is Raya Simone. If you didn't know, now you know, and you will never ever forget. I'm going to be giving y'all some advice on what to bring to college. I asked my Instagram followers if they had any more tips because of course I have a lot of followers that are college students at Syracuse University. I'm going to be using my phone to look at that. See at the top, it says what to pack. What's to pack for college. So I have a whole list. Okay, so we're going to get through everything. These are mainly dorm specific things to bring. I've already lived in 4 different dorms and all the dorms I lived in had pod bathrooms, so it wasn't communal, which is really great. I was blessed somehow. Everyone gets like a private shower, sink, and toilet, and there's like maybe 12 bathrooms on per floor of your resident hall. So with living in a dorm, they already have toilet paper, they already had paper towel. You could probably get a little bit more paper towel if you want it, but you really won't need it because the dorms have it. Things you should buy though is whatever type of soap you use. If you have scrubs you want to bring all that personal stuff. Definitely also bring towels and rags. Those are not provided. You're gonna need that to shower every day. Then you also want to bring a shower caddy. Shower caddies are so important because you're going to be having a lot of stuff. You're going to be having your face washed, your body wash, your toothbrush, which is also on the list, toothpaste, floss, and I actually have a shower caddy right here. Let me show y'all. Sunscreen. This wasn't even on the list. Make sure you pack sunscreen. I'll have my face wash, my moisturizer, toothpaste, sunscreen, razor, floss, other face wash, deodorant. It's hard to carry all this stuff. Next, like I said, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, any feminine products, that's pads, tampons, liners, whatever you use during your monthly cycles. Around Syracuse, we do have some bathrooms that do have a little bit extra, but it's mostly for emergencies. You should definitely have your own stash. And then of course, stuff like deodorant. I added also nail polish. If you like to wear nails or have your toes out, it's cool to get your nails done sometimes, but sometimes you just need a really quick touch up and you can do it yourself. If you have nail polish remover. What I like to do personally is I always take Clorox wipes to the bathroom. I'm wiping the toilet, I'm wiping the sink. Definitely Clorox wipes is a necessity if you have a shared space for bathrooms or shared space at all. If you have a roommate, it's good to do that. Wipe down a couple times. Light switches, doors. I also say you should bring a small trash can, even though there are trash rooms that aren't very far from your room, so you're not always gonna wanna get out of your bed and go to the trash room. Then I say a small vacuum or Swiffer, whichever one. My first year I didn't have a vacuum, and they do provide vacuums at the front desk, but I didn't feel like going every single time. So this past semester when I had a small vacuum, it was so much easier. It's just like one of those skinny vacuums. It was on sale for $30 back to school last year at Target. I don't need one because the front desk does have one, at least at every Syracuse dorm. Definitely get a vacuum, borrow a vacuum from a friend, or I'm sure the front desk also has vacuums. That's if you have carpet. If you have hardwood floor, of course, you should get a broom, which is so much easier, or Swiffer. And then I have air freshener. It's good to have air freshener in your room just to make everything smell good. The final thing that I have is all-purpose cleaner because it works for all purposes. I don't know, you might need something, just do it. And if you want to get Windex for like the mirrors that they have for you, at least at Syracuse, all the dorms have mirrors inside the closet, and you can buy Windex, swipe that down if you want to, but I didn't really buy Windex whole year. I was fine, or if anything I would just use another cleaner. It's not a big deal to me. So the first household item that I believe everyone should have is a fan. Let me count how many people said bring a fan. 6. 7 people said bring a fan. And I posted this an hour ago. It gets so hot. It doesn't matter what school you go to. It might matter what school you go to, but even Syracuse, like we get so much snow. If you know, then you know. Syracuse gets a lot of snow. However, summers when you have to move in and move out, it's terrible. So hot. No AC in the dorms. I usually put the fan in my window, put it on all the way, and it cools it down a lot. I usually get like the box fans. Somebody on my Instagram said also get a small desk fan. Having 2 fans is a huge help. I can only imagine that being a huge help. Next, you can bring a lamp if you want to. Of course, they have overhead lights, but they're ugly. So definitely have a secondary light or smaller light. I like to have a lamp that's a yellow light instead of a white light because I feel like I'm going crazy when I have a white light on. Maybe it's just me, but I like a small light, not a big light. I also have fairy lights. I bring my fairy lights everywhere I go. Next, of course, if you're bringing fairy lights, you're going to need some command hooks. Command hooks are expensive. I think so, but they're so necessary. I usually buy 2 packs every year, and I usually use a whole pack to hang out my lights, and then I might use another one for my robe. Somebody said to bring under the bed containers. I recommend that for packing in general, instead of using boxes, use those containers. You can use them all 4 years. Of course, it's more expensive, but they last longer, so definitely invest in them. Of course, we're talking about dorms, so make sure you're definitely reading your school's guidelines on what's allowed. You need to check like how big should the mini fridge be. You're gonna need a mini fridge for sure, and then a microwave if it's allowed. At least I know in Syracuse they have communal microwaves. I just won't use it. They do not have communal fridges, but they have communal microwaves. Then I have an electric kettle, a water kettle. I drink tea personally. All you have to do is fill up water from the sink or from a Brita or whatever. Press the button, it just boils. Pour it into your cup, pour it on the hair, whatever. I love having a water kettle. It's 10 out of 10 for me. Also buying a steamer. It's the same process, fill it with water and just steam. It's easier than an iron because if you get an iron, then you're gonna have to buy an ironing board. It's just a lot of work. Then I have plastic utensils, cups, plates. I just hated washing my utensils. I have plastic cups, but they were like reusable, washable cups from Target. And sometimes I have paper plates, which I found easier because I didn't have to wash it because I'm lazy. And sometimes I had like reusable plastic plates. A bowl like this, like plastic, but it's reusable and washable. I'm a big believer in don't buy any school supplies until after your first week or the silly week or syllabus week, because that's when your teacher will tell you what you actually need, and you're not going to use a lot of stuff. Because I got mad notebooks and I ended up using my iPad. Like, you don't need most of the stuff. They're going to tell you how many folders you need if you need a folder. The basic stuff, if you want to buy some school supplies, is pencils. You should buy pens, highlighters, because you know you're going to need that for studying, or if you study like that, you're going to need it. Most people, it's always going to have pencils because there's going to be a test or 2 that are bubble in or writing tests. Also, if you're taking any math classes, you're going to need a calculator. I know your phones have calculators, but in a test, one of those small ones for like $1 that simply do like simple maths, because some teachers won't allow those. Also, you can buy, of course, a backpack or a laptop bag or a tote bag for school, just depending on how much stuff you like to bring and how you like to distribute the weight. So I used to bring a backpack for my first 2 years, and then last year I used this tote bag. That it's kind of big because my laptop is huge, so if it's that, from Amazon for $30. Next, you should definitely buy a calendar. I like to have the paper calendars. I personally like to write down like that. You can also use an app, which I'll talk about a little bit more in depth. I have typed notes, as you can see on this one. I have written notes. I created my own planner, but it was kind of ghetto. I think next year I'm just gonna buy a planner. Then it's always good to have tape and scissors. It just always comes in handy when you least expect it. So just always have a pair of scissors, always have some tape in your room. And this is a big one. So I brought my TV this year, game changer. I think mine is a 32-inch, which fits perfectly on the dressers that they have in the room. So I put it on top of my dresser. Then bring any gaming systems you might have. You can bring PS5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, whatever you like to have fun to do, you should bring it. You should bring books. I have plenty of books. And then you should bring playing cards, always fun. Uno, always fun. Board games, always fun, or like group games, always a good time. So next, we have for some bed items, you should bring a mattress topper. Makes your bed super, super soft. Then also get twin XL sheets, which of course is the bed size in a dorm. I usually get 2 sets of sheets just because, like, if one is in the wash, I could just use the other. I get pillows, pillowcases. You can get throw pillows as well for some decor, which I do also have. I also have a big blanket, like a quilt type blanket, and a throw blanket too, which I'm actually sitting on my throw blanket right now because I don't like the color of my chair. So there's that. Then you could bring a headboard. I know a lot of people who had headboards. It's a preference. I didn't have one, but it's really cute if you do have a headboard. Looks really aesthetic, so. While we're on decor, you should also have a makeup mirror for your room. It's just easier. You don't have to always go to the bathroom to do your makeup or your hair or whatever. So just like a small mirror. It could be even smaller, just big enough to see your face. Then you should buy a rug. That's just more decor, like I said before, but a rug is a nice touch. Like I have a rug right now, it's so cute. It just brings a lot of personality to your room and makes it your own, personalizing it. You really want to personalize your room. Even though it's a temporary situation that you're in for school, you're going to be going back home for the summers or whatever, you're going to be there for 9 months. That's a long time. That's majority of your life for the next 4 years. So make sure you feel like your room is at home to you and not boring. For laundry, definitely have a hamper. Somebody said a foldable hamper, definitely foldable. If you don't want that, you could have a basket. I've seen people with it. It's just so big and it's hard to find places to put in your room. So I think a foldable basket is good. Foldable hamper or a hamper bag, which I have. That's very convenient as well. Of course, buy detergent, whether it's liquid or pods, whatever works best for you. I'm more of a pod girly. I feel like it makes my clothes smell better. I don't know. Yeah. And then fabric softener, definitely get dryer sheets. Also buy stain remover, like the Tide sticks. They come in clutch. And then a lint brush, which I think I have one right here. Just take it off and then just use it. Yeah. So you want snacks for home, which is mostly like snacks that you would have in your pantries back at home, like your families might have. Those type of comfort snacks just for winding down, relaxing. Also like ramen. I don't know if that's a snack or a meal, but I always had ramen. Still always have ramen in my dorm, so that's a necessity. Then I have school snacks. These are snacks for during the day. If you don't have time to go home in between your classes, just keep it in your bag, like granola bars, gummies, little small snacks. You can like bag little snacks, like if you have a huge tub of goldfish, you can like put it into a Ziploc bag. Then you should have some quick breakfast items. Granola bar can work as well. Fruit can work. Instant oatmeal is something I really like to use. It's super fast, super easy. Then having a filtered water pitcher is really nice. Sometimes the fridges are too small for that, at least mine was. So instead of a filtered water pitcher, I had gallons of water that I would pour into a water bottle, but just make sure you have water. Then I also added popcorn. It's like one of the snacks that I like to have in my home. I feel like I always have something like goldfish too. So yeah. The last thing I'm going to talk about are all the miscellaneous things, and then I'm just going to check my Instagram to make sure I didn't miss anything. I have an umbrella. It rains a lot. I feel like anywhere in the country that you go, it's going to rain, so bring an umbrella. Bring lots of hangers. I like to bring a lot of hangers to fill up that closet. Of course, they give you drawers too, but definitely bring hangers. Or it's essential to bring a robe to go to the bathroom. If you have to go really quick in the middle of the night and you don't really wear much, throw on that robe, go. If you have to shower, throw on that robe, go. Wear the robe back. Then somebody on my Instagram, this was such a good tip. Have a jacket that you don't care about, because I've lost so many jackets over the years by just going places. I used to travel to different schools for different events. Never gonna get it back. Like, on that topic, also have a pair of beaters. Have a pair of sneakers you also don't care about, because for going to events or parties, they're gonna get dirty. People step on your shoes. Definitely don't wear some nice pair of shoes to your first party. Like, nobody's really looking at your shoes at a party. It's dark. Just wear whatever that you don't care about. But still be like kind of cute. Then of course have a water bottle. Me personally, I'm a Stanley girl, so you know, I have my big water. I'm actually thirsty. Yeah. But definitely have a water bottle. I bring this everywhere during my class day. I bring it to events, bring it to the gym, bring it to work. Always have it with me. And this is what I usually pour my gallons of water into this with some ice. Then any religious items that you might be needing. So if you practice any religions, to have like maybe a Bible, a Quran. It's something to keep you grounded in your faith You don't want to lose your faith in college if you do have a faith, so making sure you're still practicing those things and having those same values that you were raised into. Then another miscellaneous item, nail clippers, nail file, makeup if you're a makeup girl, and then definitely bring pain relief medicine. So I'm talking Advil, I'm talking ibuprofen, all the works. Somebody else on Instagram said bring all the medicine. I like to have Mucinex at all times. Delsum or Benadryl. What else do people use? Have vitamin C, the Zicam. I have like a nasal spray. I have Advil. I have Tums. Definitely really good when you have stomach problems. Allergy medicine. Yeah, whatever medicine, just make sure you have a lot of it because you're gonna get sick most likely. And then you should have a first aid kit, like band-aids, at the very least have band-aids. Definitely have rubbing alcohol, cotton balls, gauze, band-aids, medical tape. Just have a first aid kit. The first aid kit has everything you need, starter. They even have like the wraps, so definitely have a first aid kit. One person on Instagram said you need to have a lot of money. Agreed. Whatever a lot is to you, have it. Even going to a semester with $500 is not enough. So if you can work a lot before you get to school, try to really rack up the money, save that money, because it's gonna go like this, literally. If you all have any more tips and advice, you can leave in the comments below. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me also know what else you want to see more from me in the comments, and I'll be sure to make that video for you. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.